we begin tonight with video you will see only on 6. Osage Sky News 6 HD was overhead as emergency crews descended on an American Eagle regional jet headed from Dallas to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, that was forced to make an emergency landing in Tulsa tonight. The pilot smelled fumes in the cockpit.
68 passengers and crew were aboard that jet. Some of them told News on 6 anchor Megan Farley about their white-knuckle landing in Tulsa. Megan?
Well, that's right. Luckily, there were no injuries, but I just spoke with one of those passengers who said they're just now getting shuttled to area hotels to spend the night, but they will be on a flight to Cedar Rapids in the morning. Now, people I spoke with said passengers and the crew remained calm, but once they were on the ground, that pilot was urgent with his message. American Airlines Flight 3235 made its emergency landing just after 6 p.m. Monday.
We got about an hour into the flight and all the lights came on, and then they said, we're going to make an emergency landing in Tulsa.
Passenger Tim Slavin says as soon as the plane came to a stop on the runway,
pilot pops open his thing and says, off the plane now, leave your stuff.
Slavin snapped these pictures where all 67 passengers waited in the grass while emergency crews surrounded the plane. Passenger John Clark says inside, before they landed, everyone stayed pretty calm.
Not crazy. Enough to make your heart beat a little bit fast, but, it wasn't like people weren't, taking crash procedures or anything, just kind of a little white-knuckled.
These flyers say this was the second issue they had just trying to get from Dallas to Cedar Rapids.
And the second one, this plane had some type of pressure issue. I guess they didn't solve the problem.
American Airlines says the pilot chose to make the landing because of fumes in the cockpit. Passengers say they're counting their blessings but wish communication could have been better after standing around for close to 2 hours.
Strange situation. I mean, obviously we're happy, we're blessed that we're okay, but at the same time, it's we would like to know what's going on in emergencies and protocols.
Now, at one point, the flight plan showed that the pilot was descending at about 5,000 feet per minute. Again, that's about a mile a minute. I spoke with Osage Sky News 6 HD pilot Will Cavanaugh. He says that is the maximum descent that you can descend safely, with the average around 2,000 to 2,500 feet per minute. But he says, again, as soon as a pilot has smoke or fumes in the cockpit, for this pilot, his priority was most likely just landing the aircraft safely as quick as possible. Megan Farley, News on 6.